Hello and welcome back to Goodwill crap. What crap did I find at Goodwill this week? I found this, the VuGo. It was sitting all alone. Well, it was in the box of cell phone cases. Apparently this is some sort of Tiger Electronics portable video device for like tweens, so you could take SpongeBob with you or something. USB mini, so I like that. But apparently you can record shows off TV. Yeah, so I put some fresh batteries in it. Thankfully the ones inside of it were not corroded. It's really low resolution and you can easily see the triad of colors with the naked eye. I think this thing was like $130 and it came out like in 2005. That's a terrible color screen for 2005. I know people on YouTube are all like babies and they think 2005 was a million years ago, but it wasn't. Yeah, so video, music, photo, record. So I was confused when I saw this in the store. I was like, how's it gonna record? There's no camera, but actually, yeah, you hit record and it records analog video through this port on the side. So let's try it out. Of course, I'm going to use the camera that will never die. The Sony DCR TVR 510. Turns out this camera is actually still worth money because it can digitally output analog cassettes such as 8mm analog and high 8mm analog. So I'm going to hook the video output of this camera into this device and see if we can just record my desk here. Okay, so I've got my RCA Phono to 3.5mm headphone style jack. I'm gonna plug this into, I guess it's only monorail. Which one's which? I'm just gonna have to guess, I guess. Connect the cable and press record to start recording. Okay. Music recording. To save power, the device will turn off in 1 minute. Oh, it's feedback. Oh, I had to push it twice. Okay. So what did I even get any video? Play all. No video in video folder. Well, what the heck? Does this need the stereo audio AV jack? Oh, it recorded something, but it only recorded the music? I thought this thing could record video. Music recording. To save power, the device will turn off in 1 minute. Well, it definitely recorded the audio coming off of the camera. Oh, so this has, I think, 128 megs of internal memory, and then there's an SD card slot which can take up to 2 gigs, which would have been about the largest possible size card back in 2005. Oh my god, the screen is so bad. Oh, there you can kind of see it. Oh, it's really bad. I mean, like, look at this screen. This is from 2000. Obviously, it's in a camcorder, but I don't know. They could have done a lot, but I'm sure they're just trying to make it as cheap as possible. It's supposed to record video, analog video. Of course, even in 2005, where would you have gotten that video, you know? Because 2005, you'd have a DVD player, and if there's video outputs on that, it would be going to your television. I guess you could hook it up to this. I wonder if it has a live preview on the screen. Of course, that would take more power. Let's take it apart and see how many pins are in the AV jack. That will help solve this mystery. $3 at Goodwill. Well, as long as this video makes at least $3, I'll be in the black. I won't have to eat ramen noodles or ramen or whatever it is. Although I always make sure I say Euro instead of gyro, because that's what they're called. Of course, euros. No, euro. Yeah, euros are euros. Wait, no. Yeah, the EU, it's a euro. Yes. Oh, I'd like to buy that for €5. And then the lamb dish from Greece is a euro, but it's spelled G-Y-R-O. Oh, remember when I made that song about Ben Eater? I thought of another one. This one is for technology connections. Okay, you ready? What a chill, do, with coldness and shivering through the night. what a chill. I'm desperate, so I'll turn to you. The fear in my heart to get my electric bill. Bow, 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 bow. I heat my home, not with propane, but with you. Space heater, I'm so green, I'll use nothing else. Do, 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 do. High are my bills, thanks to you. Space heater, I'm still friggin' cold. Space heater, wow, 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 wow. I'll be here all week, try the veal. That screw doesn't wanna come out, come on. Oh wait, I have to say my usual line. I've been present for the birth of every raptor on this island. You know, since I'm a Gen Xer, I never really liked Jurassic Park. I just kept thinking, when I was watching it, I was just like, just shoot the dinosaurs. That would be the much easier solution. Just shoot them. Although they did kind of cover that in the newer movies where they're like, these dinosaurs cost so much money. Oh, wow, 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 what a mess. Oh my, oh, look at all the hot snot. Unbelievable. This is pretty gross for a mid-2000s device. I mean, I guess maybe Tiger was in its waning days at that point. I don't even know if they're still around, but bodge wires. Look at all these bodge caps. Like they didn't have room, so they had to like put them in sideways. There's some over here. This is pretty bad. Oh, looks like, what is this? Is this, oh, this might be like a video codec daughter board. I think I'm gonna have to remove, well, there's 3 boards. Why couldn't they have just made this one board? They've got all these terrible ribbon cables with this hot snot. Look at, like, they've got a manual ground wired right there. I kind of wonder, was this some other device and then, like, Tiger rebranded it? Oh, why are there multiple, why are all these ribbon cables going to? Oh, maybe the screen is set up as a column row. Look at those resistors bodged in. Oh my gosh. Was this the first revision? Like, this is really bad. It's a duck's guts, Willy Wonka Wacka. That's what Dave Jones would say. They clearly had ground float issues because they're soldering these extra ground wires. See, they're going to the LCD and the subboard, and then they soldered it to the can of the SD card slot. Surprised they actually have a 3M part there. What's with all the capacitors? What's with the stupid grin? Life's been good to me. Oh, I see. So this ribbon cable is going to the LCD, and that other ribbon cable that you can see there is probably going from the LCD controller to the LCD. Well, it's weird. It's got like this clear hot snot, but then that's not clear hot snot. So like the Chinese hot glue, it's different from the hot glue you get at like Hobby Lobby or whatever. It tastes kind of different, you know? I think it's a little tougher. Of course I taste it, why wouldn't I? This is like one of the worst like consumer electronics I've taken apart. This is really sloppy. This looks like, remember that, what was it? Was it Dave Jones who took apart that tablet computer? You remember? And it was like for medical, and it kind of looked like this inside, except for it was like an x86. Completely inelegant design. I got that side loose. Oh, there's another hidden screw. This is like one of those devices that you don't want to look inside. I wonder if they took this to an airport, the TSA would be like, what the heck is that? Ugh. Oh, there's more. Look at, there's more bodged capacitors. Oh, this is disgusting. You know, this capacitor, they put some thought into it. They actually had a slit cut in the PCB so they could lay the electrolytic sideways. This is really bad. I mean, I'm kind of glad I bought it now because it's like, it's so bad, you know? It's like reviewing a Neil Breen film. I've got one of those on my Plex server. Next time we do a movie night. Most of my Madison friends are still kind of concerned. What is piece of steel just soldered in place as a heat sink? Oh, please. Well, it's steel, all right. Well, it looks like... All right, this is so bad. Well, it's going to be flash and RAM. I'm not sure which is which. That's going to be your processor. Oh, look, it's an ARM. So there you go. Now then you got some ASIC glop tops. That's where they put the silicon right onto the PCB to save money. They're probably using that for support circuitry, possibly. What did it say? It was 128 megs of flash. I'm kind of curious what's under this stupid heatsink. Man, this thing is so shoddy. Is that some sort of RF shield? Oh, maybe they were having. Well, of course, this thing doesn't really have any RF shielding at all, does it? No. Okay. It's a bit suspect for 2005. Maybe they were having issues with the. Well, this thing isn't wireless, is it? Maybe I shouldn't even put this back together. I mean, what's the point? This thing is kind of gross. Maybe if I give it a clickbaity title like Tiger's other failed handheld, derp. You know, because of the Gamecom. Oh wait, I think it's pronounced game. Oh, okay. They're protecting. Oh yeah, it's very professionally. Put some electric tape inside to. Oh gosh, they were trying to insulate these parts from touching the metal can. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what is that? And yes, that's the 128 meg NAND flash. RAM chip comes up as 4 banks of 512K times 32 bits synchronous DRAM. So that would be 512 times 4, which would be 2 megabytes times 4. So it's 8 megs of RAM. 8 megabytes of RAM. I think we should check the video input. Even though the amazing graphic only showed 2 cables going in, it looks like this actually may take 3 connectors. You know, kind of like you know, when cell phones had headphone jacks, how they'd have 3 pins plus ground, left, right, microphone, and ground. We might need an adapter like that. So in that case, I guess it'd be left, right, stereo, and then video. Yeah, you can kind of see it. There's a tine there, a tine there, and a tine there. So that's probably going to be the tip, if I had to guess. Yeah, and then there's also a ground, which is this pin here. And thankfully, there's all these stupid ground bodge wires laying around, so I can easily test ground. Like right there. Yeah, that's one thing. Well, here, let's grab a bare socket, or a bare plug, I should say. Hello? Bueller. Okay, there's tip. Which I believe, yeah, that should be the... Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a 3-signal plug. Do I have one of those? Oh yeah, that would have been common back then because that's what the iPad video. No, not the iPad video. The iPod video had that. That was before iPads. Can you imagine such a thing? Does anyone even care about iPads anymore? Isn't it all about phones now? I don't appear to have any iPod video compatible cable, so I'm going to have to wire this up manually. Left. Right. Let's see, video is going to appear the same as ground because, yeah, they're connected. Because video would be right here on the band. So now if I touch these, there should be no connection. Yep. So that means this one is video. I just wired directly up to the jack. Oh, how's that for sketchy? I'm gonna attach these cords to my camera. I actually dug up some old raw footage of our adventure movie from back in, what, 1996? It'll be a good test because that's actually, it's a high 8 tape, so it's actually gonna be broadcast resolution, 60 fields a second. So we'll see how it works. This sloppy reassembly is only slightly worse than how the unit was originally built. VuGo. View, go ahead and buy something else. Meanwhile, our quality electronics. And these tapes haven't been transported in 24 years. Oh man, was it that long ago? I guess it was. I probably never even put them in this camera before, but I'm pretty sure they'll work. Let's see what we were editing with that movie 24 years ago. Where's our time display? I forgot how to bring that up. Does it work? It still works! Oh, this is back when we were like really young.
Nice shortcut.
This camera is so cool. Oh yeah, there's me when I was like 20 or 19.
Okay, cool. Alright.
So this is meant to record digitally, like DV video on a high 8mm tape, but I can also play back a standard 8mm analog and high 8mm analog. So the reason I picked that tape was because this is going to output the same kind of signal that this device would have recorded off of a television, which would be 60 fields per second, 480 lines, NTSC. So let's hit the, I put the SD card in, let's hit the record button, connect the cable and press record to start recording. Okay, so I'm going to start the video.
Yep.
And I'm going to hit record. Oh look!
A couple times on our way out. Nice shortcut.
It's actually updating the video on this side. You see that?
Nice shortcut. Nice shortcut.
Do the line a million times, Dale. Sorry.
Oh my. Nice shortcut. Nice shortcut. That worked. He said it 3.5 times. Man, you and your power steering car.
All right, I hit stop. Oh, that was pause recording, so I'm going to stop recording. Does this have does this play back over? I'm going to turn off this overhead. All right, let's try to play it back. Also, I don't know if it recorded to the SD card or the internal memory. Come on. Let me select video. Video.
Yeah, I'll say it. A couple times on our way out. Nice shortcut. Nice shortcut. Nice shortcut.
Wow, this makes the Sega CD look like a 4K Blu-ray with HDR.
Nice shortcut.
You ready for some super meta? This is a scene with my mom.
Excuse me, ma'am.
So this is my mom when she was 45, which
Okay.
is how old I am now. Which makes sense because this footage is 24 years old.
Excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen it? Oh, I did a really bad job.
This is kind of weird seeing my mom when she was my age.
Excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen a truck?
I mean, the video quality is absolutely terrible. However, the fact that it was $125 and it could, you know, capture analog video, it's not the least impressive thing. It just couldn't do it very well. Because back in 2005, that was, you know, well, I mean, digital video had been a thing for probably almost 10 years at that point. Yeah, because DV came out in like 1996. But, you know, for like a kid's toy, it was maybe acceptable. Like if you were 7, you were probably thrilled that you could have SpongeBob in your pocket, right? Well, how much was a video iPod back then? Probably like 300. So this is like half the cost and like 1/5 the quality. I've stuck the SD card into my computer to see what's on it. Looks like we have digital camera images, of which there are none. I don't know how that would work. There's no camera on it. Miscellaneous, nothing in there. Music, I think these are the 2 times I tried to record video before I realized I needed an extra plug, so these are probably those, you know, incorrect recordings. Photo, how is that different than DCIM? Digital camera image. And video, okay, so here are the 2 files, TVV format. I'm not going to try to install any ancient software to look at this. I think that would be a waste. I'll try opening it with Hex Editor, though, see what we get. TVNW, TVR. Okay, so that's your header. That's probably a file size or something. And let's see. FF, 1FF. Like if you look at this here, so we have 1FF. So we come over here. In hex, 1FF is 511, or 0 to 511, which is 512 bytes. That's the size of one sector. So there looks like they're using the first sector as their metadata, and then the actual image data looks like it starts at the second sector. On an SD card, the sector size is 512 bytes per sector. Yeah, and it's not a very big file, and obviously it's some sort of crappy compression. Yeah, and those were like not the shortest clips, and whatever compression is very high as well. Although of course, I guess the resolution is like 160 by 140. Even in 2004, I mean, it's kind of cool that it could capture analog video. It just does a very terrible job of it. I mean, it probably actually captures it at full frame resolution. It's the compressing where it basically becomes pretty lame. Well, I just thought it'd be cool to look inside of that strange device from Goodwill, and if I see any other strange devices, I'll be sure to buy them and talk about them. I don't think I'm going to put that thing back together, though. The only thing of value from it is probably the SD card. All right, I'll talk to you in a future video.